We have former Foreign Secretary Mr. Shyam Saran with us. Let us talk to him. Sir, in the current geopolitical scenario, what do you think the world is heading towards?
Well, it is heading towards even greater and multiple crises because what we are seeing is not only a military conflict, but we are seeing its consequences as far as energy security is concerned. You are seeing the consequences as far as economic security is concerned. Also, as you can see, this war is leading to a huge amount of pollution in the region. So it's a kind of a multiple crisis. It is very difficult to now predict what will happen. But currently, I would say that we are probably heading towards even a bigger crisis than we are facing at this point of time.
So we keep hearing from the different states when we talk to Iran, they say that they may be ready to de-escalate if their concerns are addressed. And also from United States, we sometimes hear that they want to de-escalate. Then we see and hear both the nations saying that we are not ready to
They are not on.
de-escalate.
They are not on the same level. The United States is the aggressor. You know, United States and Israel have violated the territorial integrity and sovereignty of another country, which has not attacked them before. They have attacked them. And therefore, I don't think we should try and sort of, balance our relationship with one side or the other side. The victim here is Iran. And therefore, if there is a Iranian view that having undergone such terrible, assault, military assault, they should at least have some assurance that once this war stops, they are not going to get attacked again. So the demand for some assurances, the demand for some kind of security guarantees is something which I think is a very legitimate demand.
Do you think US is going to consider this?
No, I don't think the
What
US
should
will
be
consider.
India's positions? What is India's position and what do you think should be India's position?
Well, India is in a very difficult position because the United States of America is a very powerful country. We have a number of areas where over the last 25 years a very dense network of relationships have been built. So it is very difficult to try and sort of divest ourselves of that relation. But the fact is that those kind of interdependencies can also become your vulnerabilities, and therefore you have to start thinking in terms of how you can try and make yourself as safe as possible from those kind of pressures. The other is that you have Iran, which is it's not just a country, it is a civilization, it is a country with which we have had very long-standing historical linkages, cultural linkages. It has been a very important partner for India over the last several years. And therefore, we have to consider, that going into the future, geography is not going to change. Iran is going to be a neighboring country in a sense. And therefore, we should also be invested in making sure that Iran does not become a source of instability, a source of, unpredictability in our own region. How we, sort of manage our relationship with Iran going forward, this is going to be a big challenge. But I would say that we should attach priority to keeping our relations with Iran in as good order as is possible.
Now, sir, what Iran was doing earlier, it is doing right now, is that it is attacking the bases, US bases in its neighborhood. But UAE has refused this. They have said that no, this is not true. They
I think we have to, there are two or three issues involved. One is, given the kind of asymmetry which Iran is confronted with, it is not going to be able to defeat Israel or defeat the United States from the military standpoint. So what is it trying to do? It is trying to then see what are the asymmetrical ways in which it can try and convince those who are attacking it that they should stop, because they will suffer pain as a result. So as far as the as far as the Gulf economies are concerned, they are in that sense very vulnerable because they are dependent upon export of oil. They are dependent upon, the kind of confidence that the rest of the world has in there being a financial safe haven, as being very important destinations for investment. All that is getting impacted. Because if insecurity is created in the region, then naturally investors want to go there. There is a fragmentation of the global economy in terms of, for example, supply of oil or gas. All that is leading to a considerable amount of turmoil in the global economy. So the expectation on the part of Iran is that if I cannot defeat the other side militarily, can I create a situation that so many economic and other pressures build up that they see that there is not much point in continuing with this war?
But now, sir, Iran is saying that they will be targeting U.S. Firms also in these countries. So will not that be like?
If the Americans and the Israelis are escalating, then why should you not expect Iran to escalate? What should Iran do? Should it say, yes, we are a defeated country and you do whatever you like? Would you want to be in that kind of a situation?
Now we are getting another statement from the ambassador of US saying that we recognize now the import of oil from Russia, Indian import of oil.
Because, as I said, they have an interest in not, allowing oil prices to go up. So this is a throwback to what happened during Biden's time. After all, Biden also persuaded India, please buy Russian oil so that the oil prices can remain stable. Now the same thing is happening with Trump. He's basically saying, please go and buy Russian oil, because that demand from India, which cannot be met by a supply from the Gulf, would put prices up, because India is the second largest importer of oil in the world.
My last question to you is, how should India be dealing with this as the oil prices are rising? We are facing shortage of LPG. And also, how do you see this Synergia conclave?
No, I think these kind of interactions are very important, because it is always, in a sense, you are doing crowd knowledge, to try and figure out what the challenges are and what is the best way to deal with that. Because it is not only a problem for India, it is an international problem, it is a regional problem. So having these kind of conversations is very helpful in clarifying our own thinking, and then also looking at how others are reacting to this situation. And are there ways in which we can work together with other countries similarly affected, so that we can find good solutions?